To understand AI machine learning models, let's use an analogy of a mad professor who also has the nickname of the SageMaker. Because the SageMaker is obsessed with making dolls, and not just any dolls, but dolls that come to life through artificial intelligence. Oh yeah! And this video is going to be based on the AI and ML stack from Amazon AWS, because I am more familiar with the AWS cloud. And so the AWS AI ML stack is composed of 3 tiers. The first tier or layer is the AI services layer. The second layer is the ML machine learning services layer. And the third layer is the deeper machine learning ML frameworks and infrastructure layer. Now we will go through each of these layers in more detail, but at a high level, most AWS AI services are fully managed, which means AWS handles the infrastructure, the model maintenance, the scaling, security patching, etc., allowing you, the consumer or cloud customer, to simply call the AI layer models via simple API, application programming interface calls, without the need to learn any deep machine learning expertise. So, in terms of our doll, let's imagine we want to apply some artificial life using AWS's pre-built managed models, starting with the AWS AI services, which are pre-built models that are already trained to perform specific functions, of which AWS defines 3 main categories. Let's start with the first, being language services. And the first type of language service I wish to discuss is known as Amazon Comprehend, which uses natural language processing (NLP) to extract key insights from documents. And such documents could be your CISSP, CCSP, or even your AWS Cloud Practioner exams. And the way the Comprehend AI service works is by recognizing key insights in documents through key phrases, language sentiment, and other common elements. And as for use cases of Amazon Comprehend, this could be content classification, customer sentiment analysis, or even compliance monitoring, among many others. A bit like my channel, where I take the key insights from all of the exam content that you need to know in order to pass your various cybersecurity exams. And just on that note, if you do find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe if not already to help support this new channel's growth. So that was our first language service, easy to comprehend, right? Moving on to our next AI service, which is known as Amazon Polly. And Amazon Polly converts text into lifelike speech. This speech can be in multiple languages, different genders, and even a variety of accents. Example use cases of Amazon Polly are virtual assistants, e-learning applications, and accessibility enhancements for visually impaired users. And in our analogy, this could be like our artificial intelligent doll reading the text from our cybersecurity exam textbooks and then converting this into speech by telling us what the answers are. And the next AI service is a reverse of this in that it converts speech to text, and this is known as Amazon Transcribe. And similar to Amazon Polly, it also supports multiple languages, in addition to extra features like speaker identification, custom vocabulary, and real-time transcripts. And use cases are customer core transcriptions, automated subtitling, and metadata generation for media files and video content. A bit like the subtitles you can have on this video that you are watching, or any notes you may be taking whilst you are listening to my speech and converting it into text on your paper. Oh yeah! And the last AI language service I wish to discuss is Amazon Translate, which is a text-to-translation service, which is ideal for global communications as it supports real-time and batch text translations across multiple languages. And those are the 4 main AI AWS language services, which overall are great for when you need to interpret text or speech and transform it into something meaningful. And just to recap the language services we covered in this video, which was firstly AWS Comprehend, AWS Polly, AWS Transcribe, and AWS Translate. These language services are accurate as of the time of this video, but AWS may change these services in the future. Now moving away from language services to the next category under AI services, which is computer vision and search services, of which let's start with Amazon Kendra. And Amazon Kendra uses natural language processing to search for answers within large amounts of enterprise data. And Kendra is more than just a simple search, it is an intelligent search, meaning if we were to feed Kendra our sales data, Kendra can both process and contextualize this data so we can ask it very intelligent questions. For example, if this was the last 2 years of sales data, we could ask Kendra, how many total sales did we make this year in quarter one? And we ask in plain English, by the way, and Kendra returns the answer again in plain English. And other use cases could be intelligent search, chatbots, or application search integration functionality. Moving on to our next computer vision and search service, being Amazon Rekognition, which is a video and photo analysis service that can identify a wide range of objects, people, text, scenes, and activities within images and videos. So, for example, if we put a photo of the original SageMaker from earlier in the video into the Amazon Simple Storage Service S3, which is then read by the Amazon Rekognition service, it should then be able to recognize the master of the doll. Oh yeah! Of course, there are many other use cases for this Amazon Rekognition service as listed on your screen. And the last computer vision and search service is Amazon Textract. Amazon Textract can detect and extract typed and handwritten text found in documents, forms, and tables within documents that could be documents out of physical paper. For example, imagine the professor, aka the SageMaker, having a handwritten note on his desk which contained the text written, the perfect AI Dolly, which was then, using Amazon Textract, converted into digital text. This essentially saved somebody else reading and typing this text into a computer to make it digital. And thus, you can see a huge benefit of this Amazon Textract service for organizations that are administration heavy in terms of paper documentation, such as financial, healthcare, and government, which have loads of forms. And these paper forms, along with all the data, need to be read and typed into a digital format, of which Amazon Textract can do all this for you. So here's a quick recap on AWS AI computer vision and search services that we covered in this video. And these services are great for answering questions and gathering insights from various different types of content. And the services we touched upon in this video were Amazon Kendra, Amazon Rekognition, and Amazon Textract. And our last AWS AI service under the Tier 1 pre-built AWS AI services is the Conversational AI and Personalization services, of which the first service is Amazon Lex. And Amazon Lex adds voice and text conversational interfaces to your apps via natural language understanding (NLU) and automatic speech recognition (ASR). And the goal is to create lifelike conversations via AI, of which typical use cases are personalized streaming, product, and trending recommendations. For example, imagine talking to an AI agent that knows everything about you and can almost talk to you in a personalized manner based on all your likes and preferences. And once these preferences are understood, you can use Amazon Personalize, which can use the historic data to build intelligent apps with personalized recommendations for your customers, such as personalized streaming, product, and trending recommendations. And that covers all three categories of the Tier 1 pre-built AWS AI services. So let's move on to Amazon AWS Tier 2 ML machine learning services. Now, in this tier, the top offering is Amazon SageMaker. And if you recall earlier in the video, we said the SageMaker was this mad professor. Because the SageMaker is a fully managed AWS AI service where you can build, train, and deploy your own machine learning ML models. In fact, the SageMaker simplifies the entire machine learning model creation and lifecycle by providing you or the professor with all the tools and infrastructure to get started with your own custom models. So think of AWS SageMaker as an all-encompassing platform for all your model development, generative AI, data processing, and any overall analytics. Now, Amazon SageMaker was released in 2017, and to give you some historical context, If you or a business wanted to create your own custom private machine learning models, this was traditionally very difficult for a few different reasons, of which Amazon SageMaker plugged the gaps, which gave you a fully managed infrastructure and choice of machine learning tools and repeatable workflows, which was all very difficult to do before this service became publicly available. AKA, you had to do all the hard work, not just training and creating your model, but also managing the infrastructure behind it. And this moves us nicely into Tier 3 machine learning frameworks and infrastructure. Because the key takeaway from Amazon SageMaker is customization and fine-tuning. Because AWS SageMaker provides the ability for you to pick and choose an already pre-trained model, such as the AWS metaphorical model known as Dolly, which is the default Dolly for when creating Dollys. Which means you don't need to manage the underlying infrastructure, e.g. the manufacturing of the original Dolly. It's already created, and all you have to do in SageMaker is customize and fine-tune the already created manufactured Dolly into a Dolly that you want for your own business needs. And this is the beauty of the SageMaker platform, because it allows you to import various data feeds to manipulate the model in order to create the model of your dreams, or should I say the Dolly of the SageMaker's dreams. Now, you may be wondering, what's the difference between Amazon SageMaker and Amazon Bedrock? Well, SageMaker came significantly before Bedrock, and SageMaker has since evolved to support generative AI capabilities, known as SageMaker AI. Whereas Amazon Bedrock is a newer platform which was introduced for generative AI and provides a more simplified AI approach and serverless computing compared to Amazon SageMaker. And if you would like to see a part 2 video on SageMaker versus Bedrock, please be sure to like and subscribe if not already to this channel to help support its growth, and let me know that you are enjoying the content. As I am a small content creator and this is a new YouTube channel, so it would be awesome if we could help grow the channel, and let me know that you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the content as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you would like to see more content like this, it would be super fantastic if you could leave a like and subscribe to help support this channel's growth.